Hello and welcome back to Queen's Wish 2, and this time we will go to Fort Meadow 4 and do some talking there. It will be rather brief, and then we will go to some dragon over at the Firepits. And I can already tell you that it is a brief with the talking, because I had to already, or I did that once already, and I need to redo that because I think I might have messed something up, but not here, but in the pits. That's odd. There was a banner of Haven outside this door. Now it is missing. It was not a particularly new standard, or fancy, or clean. It should, however, be here. Alright, so the mirror is not flickering. You notice, or sparkling, you notice that Chief Cestus is holding court in the audience hall to the north. When she catches your eye, she waves you forward. She wants you to come advise her, another demand on your limited time. Jan Sulu, this person is waiting for an audience. Speak with Chief Cestus to find out what is going on. Alright, we will do so. Chief Cestus, this visit to Fort Meadow 4, there is no question that some criminal is being brought to you for judgment. Chief Cestus looks down on a young woman who has been thoroughly chained up. She has the complexion and ceremonial robes of the Kordanor's woods. Chief Cestus is very relieved to see you. Thank goodness, Prince, this is a case where I would truly use your great wisdom. And who is this, Chief Cestus? Ah, yes, she looks down at the young woman. The woman stares at you and unafraid. This is Jan Sulu. She is a young druid of the Kordanor's woods. Some of our newer soldiers caught her when she was taking 3 young children to one of their sacred groves. Very sick children. It turns out that Jan Sulu was breaking one of Haven's more serious laws. Normally, our soldiers in the row would have ignored it. These soldiers were young. They didn't know. Okay, so more serious laws, but our soldiers would have ignored it. Jan Sulu shakes her head. They think I'm a criminal. A mission of mercy, that is what they stopped. A mission of mercy? Her expression is cold and utterly free of doubt. A mission to end suffering of those broken, dying children, and of those who would have had to care for them. Chief Cestus carefully keeps her face free of expression. Explain, Cestus. Apparently the children have various defects of mind and body. They are in our care now, though they will not be for long. They are all dying, but Jan Sulu, she was taking them as Jan Sulu loses her patience. They were a rightful sacrifice to the groves. A sacrifice to the groves? The druid looks up at you unafraid. The Kordanor's woods are poor and hungry. We can't support the most warped of children, and the groves that protect us, they must be fed with life. So we feed the groves with those who commit crimes or who we can't support. It is hard and painful, but it is the way we sustain our lives. Not that the rich and sheltered of Haven would understand. Cestus, Haven allows this practice? Chief Cestus is desperately uncomfortable. Allow? Well, allow is a complex word. I mean, it is illegal, of course. Our law doesn't allow it, but here we may not have enforced that law as thoroughly as we might have. But yes, Haven's laws forbid human sacrifice in the strongest terms. Jan Sulu, how can you do this? Those children were doomed. We mourned them. We could not save them, so we gave them the greatest of gifts. They could serve the Rukai. They could use their lives to support the people in the only way available to them. Chief Cestus adds, we have inspected the children and she is correct. Their health is very poor, in a way our healers can't help. It is a sad tale in all ways. Cestus, what are my options? Well, the Kordanor's woods are... The Rukai tend to be attached to their ways. Jan Sulu broke our laws, true, but their savage practices have been tolerated for a long time. It was only an oversight in training that caused her to be arrested at all. So I don't know. Jan Sulu, what should I do about you? You should let me go, outsider, tormentor! These are our sacred ways. You can't change them. If they are to be changed, it will be by us. You must let me go. As for the children, do what you want with them. They are yours now. I've made my decision. Chief Cestus is relieved. Jan Sulu looks away from you. All of the guards look kind of sick. Yeah, so she did human sacrifice. And we can either, well, discuss me, deal with it yourself, sentence you to death or flogging. So she intended to do human sacrifice of children, which were basically doomed as, well, dying. But there was no mention that the children actually offered themselves to be sacrificed. I mean, of course, it's still minor and so on. So, but this, I think, would have been something different. And I also think that death by entangling by the woods is probably not the nicest thing to get. So it's more like they decided them to be sacrificed and not that like the kids offered themselves for sacrifice. I mean, they were also probably kind of handicapped or whatever. They were what they meant, like with the damaged in the mind or something like that. So I think sacrificing them is definitely bad, but our soldiers, apparently we did not enforce that in the past, so we also probably cannot, it's not good to just punish that with death, I guess. If we considered that as being okay in the past, so I think we should decide for the flogging. This sentence is incredibly merciful, but you receive no gratitude. As Jansulu is hauled away to face justice, she screeches at you. The room grows warm. The magical power is inconsiderable. You are happy that they used so many chains to hold her. Chief Sester says, an unfortunate half-solution. The Kordanor's woods will see their way of life is threatened, but it is still allowed to continue, of course. You are the prince. I'm sure that you are wise. Cestus, give an order. Our soldiers should prevent all sacrifices in the Kordanor's woods. Give an order, soldiers should leave the Kordanor's woods alone. No, I mean, that was the issue, that we didn't enforce that in the past. So we should enforce that in the past. In the future. Yeah. Should prevent all sacrifices. Chief Cestus nods and writes the orders. This will cause problems, unrest, yet it probably should have been done some time ago. This audience is concluded. Yes, Prince, thank you. Chief Cestus and her guards are relieved. Nobody enjoyed this. Okay. General Miranda. General Miranda says, what else do you need, Prince? I can give you guidance and support as needed. We need to talk about the 3 governors. Of course, since the Gentle Coast is already under control, I only need your opinions on the governors of the other three provinces. Meet them, travel around the provinces, decide if they should get to keep their jobs or not. Well, let's start with the Kordanor's Woods. I'm not sure if I went through that already. But yeah. Of course, she shuffles through some papers and checks the notes. Governor Yvette is our authority there. She comes from a powerful family, seems to have accumulated quite a bit of wealth herself while serving as governor. I await your judgment on Haven's representative in the Kordanor's Woods. I explored the Kordanor's Woods and evaluated Governor Yvette. That was the corrupt governor. General Miranda leans forward in her chair. She grabs a quill, pen, and sheet of paper and listens intently. Give me your command and sign it, and I will deliver the word to the Queen Sharon. Then you will be one step closer to escaping this place. There's another potential governor there, Consul Evelyn. Miranda frowns. Yes, I have heard about Yvette's disobedient counsel. If I might make an observation, his tattling to you is not the sort of behavior Haven encourages. Also, Governor Yvette comes from an important and wealthy family of nobles. Your mother believes replacing her would anger her family and cause problems. These are all small details you might want to be aware of. Should I support Governor Yvette? Any advice? Of course, I will never give advice to Prince of Haven. The Kordanor's Woods hates Yvette. She chops down their precious forests. However, your family should strongly prefer that Yvette be kept in place for now. She brings wealth and stability to Haven. What do you know about Governor Yvette? Miranda shrugs. Nothing you haven't learned. She takes bribes and exploits the Kordanor's Woods for her purposes. She also pays bribes and keeps important people back in Haven happy. Removing her pleases the role and angers your family. Council Evelyn has offered to take Governor Yvette's place. I accept the offer. I see. The Kordanor's Woods will be very glad that their hated governor is gone. Your family, well, it is your decision. Miranda draws up the letter and has you sign it. This will be delivered by portal immediately. It is done. You are one step closer to the end of your journey here. I have another question. The banner of Haven outside the hall is missing. Yes, it disappeared in the middle of the night about a week ago. Very strange. I'm looking for a replacement. I would also very much like to find the thief. It wasn't a war banner, so losing it isn't the greatest honor. However, such petty vandalism is to be discouraged. Yeah, I need to talk to the governors. Lodaga. A challenging place. Yes, she shuffles through some papers and checks the notes. Governor Artu is our authority there. I've been there for many years. A man must be stationed in the Lodaga. They have little respect for women like me, alas. I await your judgment on Haven's representative in the Lodaga. I've entered the Lodaga and met Governor Artu. General Miranda leans forward in her chair. She grabs a quill and pen and sheet of paper and listens intently. Give me your command and sign it, and I will deliver your word to Queen Sharon. The fate of the Lodaga is in your hands. Unfortunately, we don't have a replacement yet for him. Should I support Governor Artu? Any advice? Governor Miranda sighs. When we arrived here, it took no time at all to determine that Governor Artu is an incompetent. He must be replaced in time. However, there's no good legal replacement available right now. Thus, we have no choice but to keep him. What would be the consequences of keeping Governor Artu? We will look weak to the Lodaga, and this will result in more raw anger and more raids, she shrugs. I don't like the Dagans, I don't mind them being upset. If you choose this, the Queen and Haven will be content. I have not yet made a decision. Oh, it seems fairly straightforward, but... She puts her pen away. I suppose it is good to be reflective. Yeah. Hyletha? Of course, it is the highest, most remote, most brutal lands of the Rukai. Not a lot is known about it. Even our soldiers try to avoid it. Being a governor there must be very difficult. Yet, you must judge her. I've entered the Hyletha and met Governor Ivana. General Miranda leans forward in her chair. She picks up a quill, pen and sheet of paper. Give me your command and sign it, and I will deliver your word to the Queen Sharon. This will be a good task to have behind us. They're always the same sentence. I've met no other potential governors in the Hyletha. That does not surprise me. Who else would want the job? You sit up in the ice. There are no luxuries. You can't do anything. Everyone hates you. We should count ourselves lucky that Ivana wants the job. Should I support Governor Ivana? Any advice? Your family is happy with her there. She's willing to have the job. None of us can make a change in that murderous land. She even seems competent. Yeah. That was also the notes I made so far. That she's the only one competent. What do you know about Governor Ivana? Nothing. She has been quietly doing her job up there, many miles from civilization, for year after year, not shirking her duty, not begging for credit. I've never met her and I doubt I ever will, but she is a true Havenite. I officially approve of Governor Ivana. General Miranda writes out the order and has you sign it. I will get this to Queen Sharon immediately. This part of your mission is now complete. I'm sure that this will make the Hyletha more angry, or perhaps not. They are very difficult people to understand. Alright, that's all for now. Thanks. And we got some XP and we got some talking to do. We are also very close to the next level up, which is actually nice to have, because if you... It seems like the dungeons are scaling to your level. Not exactly to your level, but we saw the last time that they were all scaled to level 10, and previously they were level 9, so I guess it's level -1 or something. So if you enter a level shortly before a level up, and then get an increase within the dungeon, which of course, because you only get XP via combat in the dungeon, it has to be very close like this, then the dungeon is actually becoming easier, because they are still just scaled to level -1, and you are then level +2 of the dungeon, basically. So, yeah, let's talk to the mirror. The mirror fills with angry mist. You hear Prince Sutter's voice, and he's furious. Kordanor, we only just heard you replaced Governor Yvette in the Kordanor's Woods for Evelyn, this powerless nobody. Yes, I made a decision about the Kordanor's Woods. Oh yes, a terrible decision. Why didn't you talk to us? Listen to us. These mirrors are there for a reason. Now a powerful family is angry with us. Everyone is already gossiping about the weakness of the queen. We can't anger allies now. What is the problem? Yvette's family was powerful, wealthy, they liked having their useless daughter be a governor, and now they are angry. Everyone is already gossiping about the weakness of the queen. We can't anger allies now. The weakness of the queen? What do you mean? Sutter snaps. This is not the time to discuss that, and you haven't shown that you are trustworthy enough to know more about that. I just made a quick decision, and that's so that I can leave. Yvette was completely corrupt. Of course she was, and a fool as well. It is a problem, but a delicate one. It required competent people to solve it. Don't repeat this error. Use the mirrors. Listen to General Miranda. She will signal if you are making a mistake. Can't you just execute Yvette's family if they cause trouble? You know, you could always bring me home. Are we done? I need to get back to work. Oh yes, continue your blundering. Hear my warning though. Continue on this path and you may be pulled out of the row and sent somewhere far worse. I can't. Not now. We will talk again. Now I must calm our mother. Sutter's voice fades. The mirror clears. And that's it. Alright. Let's see if we get something else if we leave and come back. No. And we also cannot... I mean, there was no hint that we should go into the portal. I mean, we haven't decided for the first governor yet. I mean, I can just approve, but I don't want to, so... one thing which I want to do before leaving is selling stuff. So, let's go to the smithy. Yeah, we can also install augments, so I almost forgot about that. Sell something. Yeah, let's first sell some crap. Actually, I mean, she can use the bow, right? There's not much use to that, but why not? Alright. Sell. Alright, this is just a sword, bronze dagger, wooden shield, scroll of might. Yeah, regarding the scrolls and so on, I'm not sure. Nah, let's keep them for now. Scale buckler. The nice thing here is that there is... Oh, it's 4-2. It's actually not bad. But yeah, I mean this sword here is probably so good that we will never replace it. So let's keep that. The leather armor can be sold. Metal resist. Mercy, physical damage. I will keep that as well for now. This one, the beast helm. Plus damage to the undead. Yeah, I don't see myself using that. This needs to be sold as well. We can fill that with some stuff later on. I'm not sure. Yeah, and that one is also kind of weird. Just needs to be in your pack, yeah. A barbed leather spear that needs to be sold. Reckless Abaddon. That was a two-handed weapon. One which I... Maybe I should use that instead of the Amber Wand. Because... Yeah, maybe it would have been a good idea to also turn this into a two-handed thing. Two-handed magic thingy. Because ideally they don't get hit anyways, so I will just try that now. Bleed resist, poison resist. And we will keep that. Yeah. Sold. We will exchange these But we will keep the rest. Yeah. I mean, they are definitely using up the most. And now we can still enter the Bleeder rune into the sword. Install augments and runes. Here, that sword. And... oh, okay. Mental resists. Yeah, no lean armor, alright. Well, that's not that great then. I mean, we can put weapon or helmet to improve. Okay, let's put that in there. And this as well then. Mental resist, yeah, why not? Alright. Okay, we are finished here, so now we can go to the dragons, to the fire pit. We can go to the north. I'm not sure if we had this already. The mist grows icy cold. Frost crunches under your feet. A shade floats through the mist towards you. As you shiver, it drifts to a halt in front of you, watching you, judging you. You are immediately reminded of the shade that spoke to you back in the lighthouse. The Rokai is at land, tormented by ghosts, often literally. After a tense, silent pause, the shade points at you. You are called. You are challenged. If you would answer the charge, upward. The shade floats off, heading toward the cliff wall to the north. It melts into the stone and is gone, leaving not a trace behind. Yeah, but there's nothing. It's the same text. Off, heading toward the cliff wall to the north. Maybe we need to investigate that wall. Nope. Okay, let's not do that, waste any time there, and just head straight to our destination. Just pass. And then we need to go to the drakes, or dragons, or whatever. There are two clans on these lands. They are close allies and they make their livings extracting stone bricks from this huge rocky spire. When they see that a Heaven Knight has come, they invite you for drinks and conversation. Accept the offer. You enter a long hall in the northern clan's home. Only men come to greet you. You suspect that the women are behind the doors preparing snacks and listening carefully. They trade tales with you of battles in the Rokai. They know little about the raids that have plagued the hills. Their defenses were strong enough to keep them away. This has been fortunate, as they have found several veins of deep metal. Try to buy deep metal. They don't want to sell any. They plan to have it alloyed with steel and enchanted. A powerful and high-status blade for any clan. Okay, we're not demanding anything. Ask about the area. You learn that there's a fiery dragon to the northeast called the Firepits. An ancient drake lives there. Sometimes he deals with Dargans. Other times, he just eats them. Ask where the women are. You receive stony silence. Alright, depart. You politely take your leave. They wave at you as you depart. They seem to actually like you, but who can tell with the roll? We can't go in there. Alright. You find the grim remnants of a recent battle. A caravan was ambushed by raiders here. The ground is scorched, the burned-out wagons were abandoned. The attackers are long gone. This is the work of the raiders that have plagued the Lodaga. It is not surprising that the people here are angry. Maybe there's something We might... I actually don't... Let's not engage here so that we level up in the actual dungeon. You enter a region with a mild but constant volcanic activity, and you navigate carefully among hot springs and bubbling mud pits. There are no signs of human travel. This could be a good hiding place for packs of raiders, but they are wise enough to stay away. Every once in a while you find a neat pile of old human skulls. It is not hard to tell what message these are meant to give. Alright, and here we are in the Firepits. You enter the Firepits. It's a spectacular sight. An enormous cavern held up by massive stone pillars. A river of lava to the east bisects the chamber. It is very hot, and bits of soot burn your eyes. Many creatures have come here before you. The Roa have been coming here for centuries. You can see the fragments of an old walkway stretching toward the lava river. There are few signs of recent human settlement, but the ground is scattered with lizard scales. Some of the scales are enormous. Alright. From this vantage point, you get a good look at the lava river. It is wide and flows slowly by. The air above is warped by the incredible heat. Crossing it seems very difficult, but then you see the bridge. Well, the east half of a bridge next to two crumbling stone holes. The west half of the bridge is missing. There's something waiting on the bridge, a massive reptile, winged hen, and a little smaller than a dragon. It is a drake. You've met them before. They are cunning, greedy, and unpredictable creatures, but not always instantly hostile. The drake stares at you intently, evaluating you with a piercing gaze. It is a very mature specimen, probably centuries old, wise enough to be careful about attacking an unknown foe. Then he nods. He seems relieved that the lava river is keeping you away.
As I am Frakis, I am a drake, elder of my kind, master of the Firepits. I will deal and trade when I see it as wise. Who are you?
I'm Prince Kordanor of Haven. I greet you in the name of our empire.
Yes, a respectful response. I am not arrogant like so many of my kind. I know this visit to the Firepits is an honor. You are a worthy one, and we can make each other more powerful. Fair exchange.
I bring an offer of trade from Azam. Frakis briefly considers this.
I would trade, but we can't negotiate like this. Cross the lava, then we will see.
I have matters to discuss with you.
I am sure you do. However, this is not a good way to talk over this lava. You should cross the river. Then we can trade.
What is on the other side of the river?
My lair, my home, also passage into the depths. Something that might be very valuable to you.
Can you repair the bridge?
The bridge can be raised. The machinery still works. The human Erudico made it did work well. You can repair the bridge yourself. To pass through my caves, you must pay a toll. There's one you must kill.
I'm a prince. I refuse to do errands for you. Kill who?
You must face one of my children, silly doomed young Archris. She has had too many warnings. She must be destroyed.
You want me to kill one of your children?
It's a sad part of Drake life. We have our broods, they consume each other. A few live to grow strong, they gain the intelligence. Then, if they are not broken, they fly. Arcus made a mistake.
What mistake did Arcus make?
She did not leave. She stayed, maybe for fear, or greed, or for my trove. Or maybe she's just damaged. She stayed until she got too strong. Now I must have slain to protect myself.
How do I reach Arcus?
She's in the lower caverns, I do not know where. However, if you go below, you are sure to pique her anger. She will be greedy for meat and wealth.
Frakis points to the northwest. The stairs down, they are there. What reward can I get? Frakis chuckles.
I can give you passage. You will see. I will not give you wealth, but I will give you something more precious.
I'm not going to kill a vermin for you, Drake. I think it is worth my effort to help you.
Go below, kill Arcris, find your way to me, I will give you something truly precious. Fair exchange, I will trust your curiosity. See you soon, Prince.
The drake turns and walks off. Alright. By the way, music based by Kevin MacLeod in Compotech. Just in case you forgot. Alright. Yeah. Alright, let's start the battle. Whoa. I'm already liking the 200 stuff. Die. Probably walking away is not doing anything anymore at this point. No. No. Ah, that's too far away. Okay. Oh, and there's another one. Take this. Switch. This one will also not attack immediately. Alright. Block damage. Yeah, this is still charmed. You find another huge cavern. It is just below the upper chamber, about as wide, but with a shorter ceiling. Flows of lava leak through the tunnels from above. There's a stone wall on the lava island in the middle of the cave. Who would be crazy enough to build a settlement in this unstable place? Probably the Erudicore. They tend to be unstable to begin with. Alright. And... Alright, this is also hostile now. Let's go back. Slowed. But they are a bit stupid, it seems. Maybe... I mean, that one cannot go through this passage, so it has to go there, and maybe it's just too stupid to get that. Well, either way, no, it's dead. Yeah, this stuff is really nice. There's also another one over there. Nah, okay. Okay, I'm already... So she can still heal, because she gets some mana back. Okay, this guy's too stupid. So I will just carefully... Yeah, alright. Oh, okay. In that case, I should head back. Didn't find a path. Probably wanted to attack one of the characters in the back row. Yep. Should be dead now. Cool. But that's not everything. Mm-hmm. And attack. Yeah, they're really stupid. Okay. And now I should, yeah, full mana again. Mm-hmm. This cavern is a forest of enormous crystals. They are mostly clear and quite beautiful. If they could somehow be extracted from these caves whole, they would be priceless. When you enter the cave, you think you see movement inside the crystals. Strange. Whatever causes this illusion, it ends quickly. Again, you see movement under the surface of the crystals, unsubstantial, wispy change shapes inside the stone and rise to the surface. They look out of the crystals at you, then they emerge from their prisons. Okay, and here we need to be a bit more aggressive. Let's use this. That was a nice attack. Also using this one. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure how far the whirlwind attack reaches. Ah, okay, that was nice. Vulnerable. Vulnerable is not good. Oh, and there we got an additional enemy. Oop. Switch and AoE. Yeah. Oh. And there's the level up. We didn't trigger them yet. Vulnerable. Still terrified. Alright, so now we need to use some healing. Nah, we're still okay. That's fine. Alright, oh, let's kill them as well. And maybe use them to heal up a bit. Like get additional... Oh, she still was feared. Okay, that was not good. Okay. Four. That's the strong attack. So let's use that. That's the weak attack. Strong attack. We will not be able to... He still has all his energy left, so... We also cannot hit all of them. Yeah, but still, let's do this. We'll probably not die with one attack anyways from him, so... Alright. Slowed. And dead. Alright, cool. Perfect. And then of course we should loot the box, some crystals and a flawless crystal, which we can use to maybe exchange our potions, which would be super helpful. And we got, yeah, and that's the thing which I messed up the last time I was here. I think you need to check on these right away, otherwise they might be, you might not be able to solve the quest anymore, but we will see about that. This is a tiny nest, cuddly, little home for small lizard hatchlings. You search through the nest, but you only find shell fragments. That's fine. But there's another one we need to search. We need to look into, and that one should hopefully have something we can take. And I accidentally left the zone and then came back, and I think in that case you don't find these eggs anymore. You can still end the quest, but you don't get anything. Okay. They seem to be unaware still. So then we will just kill them before they can reach us. Still not active. Alright. Let's head back. Alright. Easy peasy, but we need to use some mana for healing now. We regain that. She probably could also have healed. Anyways. Ember Orb. Yeah, just an offhand item. That one we can sell. And some money, I think. And more lizards. Okay, let's head back. Mm-hmm. Probably one more? Nope, that was too much. Well, still, next turn will be enough then. Now they will block each other's path. Maybe not. Mm-hmm. Nah. It's... Yeah, we can't do much here. Mm-hmm. Careful. Slowed. Mm-hmm. Yeah, then they don't have much of a chance. No, doesn't matter if they are scaled or not. Alright, so let's use a little bit of here. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's another lizard. Ooh! Huh. They were hiding. Yeah, we can avoid that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that was not a great move. But it's fine. Die! Mm-hmm. There's more. And another one. Attack. And there's another one. I think that's the easiest dungeon so far. Yeah, unfortunately, it's no, can't hit, can hit, even though it's kind of behind the corner. All right. More chests. Silver, gold, right. And there's the second one. This is a tiny nest, a cuddly little home for small lizard hatchlings. You search through the nest under a thick layer of shell fragments and gnawed bones. You find an egg. It's reddish and quite large. It is also warm to the touch. Alchemists often look for this sort of thing that might have been a nasty lizard can instead become useful potions. You wrap the egg up well to keep it warm and take it with you. Yeah. You gain fire lizard egg, and this is something you can only take with you if you do that right away. If you leave the zone one time and then get back, you will not be able to take it anymore. And it's a bit unfortunate because usually you cannot loot these things. So yeah, I didn't check. I only saw retroactively. No, I saw in hindsight, like, okay, there was a quest, I didn't do it, what should I have done? And I saw, okay, you can loot this, and then you only get, like, a spoiled egg, and, yeah. That's a bit unelegant. Okay. And normally you have these bubbles coming out from, these sparkles coming out from anything you loot, but not in these cases. A young drake walks out of the shadows toward you. She's enormous, but her scales are still fresh and green. Her eyes are a little dull. She's only just attaining the full cunning intelligence of the drake.
Psst, you human invaders, fresh. I have hungers, many hungers. What now?
Ah, drake attack. Who are you? She flaps her wings experimentally.
I am questions. Must answer questions. Who am I? What do you mean?
What is your name?
Yes, I have name, the big angry one. He gave it to me.
Keep thinking, I'll wait.
My name is Akris, named by Frakris. I was born here. Hello, Akris. Hello to you, little thing. I was named by my father. I was told to flee his hunger. This lair is large, though. Room for 2 drakes. This lair, it draws prey. The young drake starts to drool. Yes, rich prey, meaty prey like you.
You really need to learn how to evaluate your potential targets for risk versus reward. You should know I'm very wealthy and I'm also weak and cowardly. Go away, Drake. I'm too dangerous for you. Let's take this one. The young Drake tries to think about this. An older specimen would be sure to back away. Akris is too young and too hungry, she grins.
Yes, you can't trick me. I'm too smart. Money and meat, money and meat.
The foolish beast lurches forward. Well then. Buff. Okay, was already the right move. Need to spread out. And stack bleeding. We can't stun, so but bleed is fine. And he will probably also not be hurt much, so let's approach there and then go into melee. Switch and attack. Bleed. Bleed. More bleed. You have heavily damaged the Drake. The simple beast is starting to lose herself to pain and panic. She starts to furiously flap her wings, kicking up, choking clouds of ash and sand. Then she realizes that this might be useful to her. Okay. Already had that. Decent damage. We can do some healing here. She's already bleeding 5, so I'm not using. No damage. So I will only keep the stack of 5 active. He's already out of mana. Almost. Foolish Acris reaches a new level of rage. She looks at you with a gaze of intense fury. Too late to save herself. She accesses deeper reserves of magic. Her foe is suddenly wrapped in magical flames. They don't consume the target, but they burn everyone nearby. Void Flame. She got Void Flame. Maybe we can clear that with this. Void Infection. Yes. Cured. No, I didn't want to do that, actually. We need more action music. Oh, not really. Don't find anything. Maybe this. Ensnared. Okay, we can't do anything there. Void Flame. Okay, we need to clear something again. And new stack of bleed. Okay, he can just heal himself and the others and remove that thing. Okay. Bleed 5. 123 damage. Yeah, completely harmless. Also the easiest boss enemy so far. More bleed. We can just walk back. Alright. Die. Whoop. Die. Bleh. The foolish young Drake has been destroyed. At least it hadn't gained enough intelligence to fully realize the extent of its error. It would have felt really dumb. It will be far faster to travel through here now. Treasure, gold bar, bolt of silk, copper bits. Scroll of might. Silver coins, deep metal, and conqueror's venom. Yeah, I mean, the good thing here is that there are 3 slots, but probably not going to use it anytime soon, as long as I don't have these runes lying around. There is Frakis. The Drake stares at you intently, evaluating you with a piercing gaze. It is a very mature specimen. Okay, we already had that text. Tell me who you are.
I am a Drake, an elder of my kind, master of the Firepits. The story of my life is too long to tell. Too much is happening in the world. Ask important things. How long have you been here? I have held the Firepits since before Haven came. 3 centuries I have been here. The Rudico held it before. When I came, they were in decline, and few of their guards were here. I offered them the chance to flee with their lives. They wisely took it.
What do you think of Haven?
All Drakes respect the power of Haven, the ones who don't die. Haven ignores the Rukai, and I am glad. I prefer for you to be at a distance. Yet I knew the threat would draw you back. What is this threat? I don't know. I don't care about human business. I do know that some humans in the underworld have been very active lately. I know many raiders roam the desert outside. I know what I smell. Drakes can smell war. I want to know more. That really is all I know. And to learn more, go to the underworld yourself. I'm not foolish enough to get involved in your wars.
I have another question. How do you spend your time?
I am a Drake. I spend my time in the 2 great Drake pursuits, hunting food and hunting wealth.
What do you eat?
Whatever animals I can catch on the surface and in the underworld. I only eat humans when I'm desperate. I do not want to anger the Rukai, though I have picked off a few raiders. The low dragons appreciate that little effort.
Tell me about your treasure. Brachus takes a step back. His wings raise a little. He is annoyed.
Brute, Prince! Never ask dragonkind about their hoards. They are now how we show our worth to the world. They must not be touched.
Understood. Never mind. Brachus calms down a little.
You are forgiven.
I bring an offer to trade from Azam.
Well, I have all I want from you. I see no more reason for delay. Dangle an opportunity in front of me, human.
Someone named Andesite in Azam wants to trade for deep metal.
Really? Well, I have more deep metal than I can use. Azam has things I want. Food, builders, ways to secure my lair before the war. It is a good opportunity. Tell little Andesite to send negotiators. I will speak to them across the river. I will not eat them. We can profit together.
I have another question. I would like to pass through the Firepits.
Then you have found my greatest treasure, passage to the underworld. Many pay me well for it. Erudico Geldnas, they pay to reach the tunnels under the mountains. To pass, you must pay my toll. Have you killed foolish young Archris?
I've done that. Brachus makes an idle wave with a massive claw.
To the east, you hear steel grating on stone. Then the underworld is open to you, Heavenite. When war comes, remember that the Drakes did not hinder you.
That's all for now. Thanks. Alright. And here we have the Rukai underworld. No map exists. The mountains of the Rukai are shot through with caves and tunnels. Many are mines and cave systems close to the surface. Some of the caves are huge and deep. You are at the south end of an enormous cavern. The ceiling is held up by several enormous natural stone pillars. It is searing hot and the air is so full of soot and sulfur has to be barely breathable. There are crevices everywhere, spitting fumes and putting out eerie orange light. It is a deadly, miserable place, but that does nothing to scare off the row. You can see the tracks of miners and explorers in the suit. They aren't fresh, probably a few days old. Hunters and fortune seekers pass through here, perhaps some even return. A group of robed figures emerges from the steam and suit. You reach for your weapon only to realize they haven't noticed you. It's a small group of humans wandering around and looking at things. Sometimes one of them picks up a chunk of granite or crystal. They inspect it and throw it away. Eventually one of them sees you. They stop and stare. They don't seem hostile. Approach them. When you get close, they lower their hoods. You can see that they are all from different provinces. They have backpacks and sacks heavy with samples. One of them steps forward. "Excuse me, you're from Haven, aren't you?" He nods at your shoulder insignia. "We are Erudico, wandering students of nature and magic." "What are you doing down here?" "Research, looking for samples of new sorts of rock and crystals, seeing how the caves are changing, bringing knowledge back to the main tower." "Where are you going now?" "We are almost done with this trip. We have as much as we can carry. We are just enjoying the safer, more comfortable part of the cave for a moment. Then we emerge through the Firepits. What about the Drake at the gate?" "What? You mean Frakis? The Rudico have had an arrangement with that old softy going back centuries. Our toll is paid. Any advice for traveling down here?" Can be hard to find your way around. If you need to rest, look at Danvers Outpost. It's north and then west. We Erudico have an old ruin down here, that way. He points in what seems like a northwesterly sort of direction. I'd be careful near here. It's really in need of cleaning. I'll be on my way. "And us too. We miss the cool, soothing air of the Laudaga," they chuckle. "Enjoy the beauty of the underworld." They meander off toward the Firepits, though they are constantly distracted by the wonders of nature. Alright. A new day dawns. Okay, we get status report now. We will not explore that for now. Instead, we will go to the back to the map and hand in the quests and do the next mission. Oh, I didn't actually use that yet. This wheel and chain mechanism is really old. Amazingly, it is still functional. A great achievement of Rudico engineering. With great effort, you are able to turn it. A section of stone bridge rises out of the lava. Alright. I mean, I want to check out these nests there, and my mana is already still, or is still okay. So yeah, I will make a cut here now, and then next time we will just do some little bit of exploration here. And then we will go to Azam, hand in the quests, and also hand in... it's actually in Fort Meadow with the apothecary. No, that's just the building. We need to hand in one quest, which is... the Dargan apothecary. Fort Precipice, okay. So we need to hand this in, and we also need to go to Azam. It's not listed here. Okay, anyways, we will do that next time then, and then also do a bit of exploration, and then we will see what we go to next. Maybe we will just do a second run in these ones, where we got some follow-up quests. Flint Pit Claim, that would be an option. There's the Oasis. Alright. Storage Bay 3. Yeah. I mean, we still have lots of stuff to do. We also need to keep building the 4. So, yeah. Lots of stuff to do. But we will see. We'll look into that next time. New episodes every couple of days. So, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're interested. And with that, thank you for watching. I hope to see you again next time. Bye-bye.